essentially that the team's got nothing going for it apart from a lot of money now. Is that fair to say? Is it going to be very hard to keep this team up?
I don't agree with that. I think, as I've seen the dressing room, we've got some very good players here. We're lacking in confidence at the moment, naturally, through not winning a game this season. But I think we will naturally, attract criticism, and we have to take that. We have to have broad shoulders. But I think if we stay committed like we were today, I thought the attitude of the players was very good, even despite trailing the game 2-0. I thought we were, as I say, very good in the last period of the game. Then we can only do our talking on the pitch and try and fight back.
Rob Draper?
Yeah, hi Eddie. Norwich looks like a massive game for you because obviously the longer it goes on without a win, you're leaving yourself a huge mountain to climb, aren't you? If you get to Christmas and in the position where you are now.
Yeah, of course. I think it's difficult enough in the Premier League when you're fighting and scrapping for points, but if you've got a big deficit, it becomes very difficult. So naturally, I think everyone connected with the club wants to get that first win as quickly as possible. We have to look at our next game as an important game. They all are in the Premier League today. It was an important game, and we have to give everything in the match to try and win it.
Jordan Cronin?
Hi Eddie, it's 29 goals conceded in the league now. Is that a worry for you, or do you take confidence from the fact that you were really disciplined in the first half, but unfortunately just sort of faded away in the second, perhaps?
Yeah, I think again going through the game, I thought there was some really positive signs for us. I thought Martin Dubravka coming back into the team, I thought he played very, very well today. And I think when you're coming to Arsenal, you're going to need a good defensive display. I thought for the first 35 minutes, as I said, I thought we were very good. I thought we restricted them to long shots. They didn't really hurt. I think they had one chance, header in the box. Apart from that, I thought we were content. But I just felt we began to sat deeper and deeper just towards half time, and Arsenal hemmed us in, and that was probably the most worrying period. Their first goal was a top quality finish. At the second goal, I don't know whether we were affected by what had happened with Callum and the fact that decision wasn't given. But certainly we didn't react well enough to that moment, and at 2-0 it was difficult from then on.
Hi Eddie, both you and Jason seem to feel that you really didn't get the rub of the green with the decisions throughout the game. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I'd say that was a fair assessment. It's just my gut feel. I'm not seeking any controversy here, but I just felt the 50-50 calls tended to go against us. Look, you're the away team, a top club. Sometimes that happens. I thought the penalty is the one, obviously the one we're most agreed with. As I said, I haven't seen it again. But with Callum goal side and the chance to equalise, I think he's going to go down in that situation unless he's fouled. So I think those moments do decide games 1-1 or 2-0, and obviously it's gone against us.
Miles Starfus?
Hi Eddie, could you just talk a little about your experience over the past week? Because obviously it's been quite a different preparation for yourself and for your players consequently.
Yeah, very difficult. I think the whole last week has been tough, really, in terms of missing the game. It was very difficult not to be with the players and the supporters at the first game. And then not being at training this week was, again, very tough for me. We're so hands-on and really want to imprint myself onto the players to not have that opportunity in only the second week. It was difficult, but it was what it was. I think the players and the staff were very good in my absence. Obviously, I watched training back and fan training all through the week, but it just wasn't there to deliver.
Sam Wallace?
And just on a general point, I mean, when players find themselves in a situation where they've gone so long without a win, the sort of notion and the sort of gloom of potential relegation does crowd in. How do you keep them positive, and how will you keep them believing that everything is possible?
I think my own experience has helped me in the sense that I know that nothing's finished. You can achieve some remarkable things in football if you all believe. We stay united. I think my own experience has helped me in that, but I think I'm a positive guy. I think obviously I've just come into this situation. The 2 games that I've seen enough from the team to know that we can compete with them, one of the best teams in the division, no doubt about that today, away from home. And I think if you're a neutral watching today's game, you wouldn't think that we were in the position that we were in. I thought we competed in the match and gave them problems the other way. So it's up to us, obviously, to get the results that we need in the coming weeks.